I don't think so. I'm ready. Yeah, I'm calling you on Discord, Nico. Wake up, Nico. Nico. Oh, fuck. Whatever, I'm maximizing
streamer
XP.
mode. I didn't hear it.
Hello.
Hello.
Hello. Are we speed running, bro?
Sure. I mean, I have a build in mind. Hold on 1 second.
Okay, oh yeah.
I made it myself, of course. I was,
Same.
Like, looking at guides is cringe.
True.
So, yeah.
I'm doing the same thing, so I'm sure we're gonna do great in our hardcore playthrough.
Would you? What? I mean, your range. So I'll probably do a little bit more melee heavy build.
We're first time Last Epochers pretty much. Playing with NEEKO2LO, and we're both hardcore and we're both
should I invite
winging
you?
it.
How does that work? What's your character name? Who knows?
Yeah, I'm entering the library, but it's laggy. It seems like online play works, but group play in online play is kind of rough. I don't know. It's like slow.
It's not too bad. It's like 5-second lag when you enter.
Boss, Nico, help!
Wait,
Boss,
I need to get my ability.
help me!
Here. And whatever. Okay.
Nico, I'm dying.
Why are you dying?
This boss is powerful.
I cannot equip this ability. What? Okay, well, I guess I can't yet.
Good job, Nico.
We killed it.
Let's
Nice.
go. Teamwork.
That's well, I still can't equip it. Why not?
It's cool that you can see the affixes,
Okay.
man. It's so funny how this game makes it
Go
so
somewhere.
ridiculously obvious how PoE's like identifying system is so fucking bad. But I remember bringing it up with Chris, and he was just like, "Lol, don't care." Spinal, thanks for the prime. How's the skill
going
system?
back?
Never like D3, how you forced to use specific skills. It's pretty good. It definitely like leads you in certain directions. It's not as, it doesn't feel as you have as much freedom as as in
Yeah,
PoE,
can't use your portal.
but it is definitely much freer than like something like Diablo 3, right? I feel like much of this game, probably in its end game, is going to be like dependent on unique items. Like unique items will be the thing that will make builds like tick. Because yeah, the skill tree is definitely interesting, and the abilities are interesting, and you can customize it in like many different ways depending on how you do things. And I definitely see a lot of potential there, but at least initially, it does seem to have like an overall, you know, you do this thing with this skill and you do that thing with this one. Oh, it's a set item, right? I found one of those too.
Okay, wait, let me gift.
Yes. Oh. Oh. I've got 2 OP rings now. Jesus Christ.
I mean, it's not a ring, is it?
Oh, right. It's a... Oh, it's actually a relic. Okay. Yeah, I mean, that's like 10 times better than what I'm using. Thank you.
No
Power.
problemo.
I'm growing in might. Okay, that is actually... Oh! And I got my jewel limb now, too.
Okay.
Brr. Let's go. Oh no, set items. Yeah. The fact that it's set items, I'm not really keen on either. But I mean, you know, they can be... I don't know if I've ever seen a game that strived for any degree of complexity that actually benefited from set items. But I think if done correctly, at the very least, it could not be a detriment. But it's probably one of the things that I'm most weary about in terms of this game right now. It's definitely, yeah, set items are just not a good system in my eyes. Not to worry, right now set items are weak anyway, because you can craft uniques further, but not only set pieces. So the opportunity cost is tremendous, and sets only worth in rare cases for build enabling stuff. Yeah, that's what I really hope that this system's gonna be. Because set items, yeah, set items either need to be like something that doesn't require a lot of items to not shit on the overall itemization. Because if you have 5 set items and everybody uses all the same items, then you might as well fucking not have gear the way that Diablo does it. So like, you have to either be really smart about doing it that way, where it's build enabling, but in a way that like allows you to maybe enhance the itemization of your other items, or they're just so weak that, you know, it doesn't matter. And I think that's the case right now for Last Epoch, from what people have been saying. But yeah, I don't know. It's just, in my eyes, it's just not great design. I've never really seen it executed properly in any game that I've played. But, you know, maybe there's something that I'm not getting, but it's, you know, I don't know. I can't point to a single game where set items were a benefit. Genuinely. It's because, like, okay, if you ever listen to Chris Wilson talk about how to make an ARPG successful, he always says that loot is like everything. And items are everything, and they're the most meaningful thing. And really, it holds true for Path of Exile. But like, the more set items you have, the simpler it becomes, to the point where it can hurt the game's customization, like it does in Diablo 3. But it kind of doesn't matter in Diablo 3, because Diablo 3 doesn't strive to have customization or longevity or any of these things. So, you know. For that game, it's actually a benefit, but it's beneficial because the loot system is garbage. So a set system works because everybody uses the same items. Like Diablo 3 might as well not have items and the sets be built into characters, and then you increasing your power increases the power of that set. I'm kind of fucking dying. Which, you know, yeah, it works basically if the rest of your game sucks.
Whatever. He might be kind enough to.
Alright, I'm gonna need a second to figure out my shit, that's for sure.
Oh, there we go. Now we can finally
What?
get the thing. Get the thing.
What thing?
The thing, man.
Oh? Yeah. Oh,
That-
the thing, the masteries. Yeah. That's the thing.
That's the thing.
Alright, I thought that was the point. I've.
Okay, now the question is, what the fuck am I gonna do? Hold on.
Okay, maybe reconsider the Tempest. I can tell you that much. Yeah, I need some time to figure out my shit too, so it's all good.
Okay.
All right, huge power right now. Here we go. I'm clicking it. My first time. Boom. Oh.
I see.
I coomed.
We seek out the outcast.
Hold up. What? Nico, my chat's doing Pepe laugh. Careful.
Why?
I don't know.
Uh-oh.
Be careful.
Listen, Chad, we're god gamers. We can't die. We're not scrubs. I almost died, but I'm good.
Okay.
My crow died though.
Okay. How close are we talking? Almost died.
Like 100 health.
Uh-oh. I'm stuck. Nico, I can't. It's not loading.
Same.
Help me.
I'm stuck.
Let me in. Maybe it's kind of getting late. Maybe the servers are...
Maybe the server ends.
Oh, unknown error. It's barking. I've been barking-fied. LE51. Hold up. What the hell's going on? What now?
I'm still entering.
Same. I'm entering. But it doesn't work. I'm gonna relog. YOLO. My UI is broken anyway. Multiplayer crashed. LE Dev and Global just said they are investigating the LE51. Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh. Fucking, I don't even know what zone we were in.
The ruined coast.
Ah. And the music in the menus is good. I don't understand. Why is the music in games so...
I wouldn't know.
Check for news about multiplayer updates or outages. Contact support if this persists. Online play unavailable. Ay, 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 ay.
Nice.
It's all ogre.
Well, I mean... that was a long run, though.
That was a good run. I mean, it made sense. The time. The NA is logging in. The EU is peaking. This might do it. This might do it. All the Co-Carnages and Asmongolders playing.
Okay, listen. Review so far. I think the abilities are cool that you have so much freedom.
Okay.
In how to play them, right?
Right.
I don't know about the uniques yet. We don't know.
Okay.
It still feels a little indie-ish.
Yeah.
Which is fine.
Okay.
But I need harder bosses. That's probably in the end game, right?
Yeah. I mean, this is just leveling, so...
Yeah.
I mean, I would imagine, like, boss design and everything, that all comes later as they work more on, like, how everything works, yeah. Because, like you said, it feels indie-ish, and I think it's difficult to design a good-feeling boss fight if it doesn't... If, like, playing the game doesn't really feel like that, so... Dungeons are both crazy and hard.
What is a dungeon?
There was one dungeon that you needed a key for, but we never got there. There's a boss with over 100 skills, and each time you encounter it, you get a random selection of 4 of them.
Oh.
There are 4 dungeons. The last boss of the campaign isn't easy. Well, I think we mean in terms of, like, challenging mechanics and not like, oh, this boss is overtuned and one-shots with, like, whatever. You know?
Yeah. That's often, but I got really frustrated when I played PoE sometimes when just random mobs.
Yup.
Because I didn't have enough fire resist or something.
Yup.
Just fucking blast me out of nowhere.
Yup.
With an auto attack, right?
Yup.
So, like, it's cooler if the mechanics are, you know, mechanically challenging and not just gear-wise challenging.
People are saying like a Maven boss. Okay, that's big dig then. I hope that's gonna hold up. Because that would be good. If it's like PoE bosses to any extent, then it would be really good. PoE bosses are top.
You know what also would be nice? To see somewhere on the screen what level I am.
Yeah, people have been asking like, what level are you all the time? And then it doesn't actually show anywhere, for sure. There's a lot of like little things like that. I mean, obviously, like much of the tooltips is also placeholders and whatnot, but it's really good. I mean, well, it's like, it's not, I mean, it is an indie game still, but like, I think much of it or entirely it's been bought out by Tencent and everything, so they have a budget. It just probably takes time to hire people and do things and everything, because this is a super recent thing. Huh?
I think if I wasn't trying to clear Elden Ring right now, I would probably just fucking hardcore this and just learn everything.
Yup.
So listen, okay, devs, next time, if you release a new update, watch my stream first.
Okay, cool. Classic NEEKO. I mean, just beat Elden Ring then. Why not?
Yeah, that's the plan. We'll finish it. Then, I mean, Diablo 3, 4. I always say 4, 3, 4, 4.
45.
Beta soon.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that is really soon.
What class are you playing in that, by the way?
I'm gonna be playing the Error 34 loading screen class for the entirety of the 2 days.
That sounds reasonable.
That's my favorite one. Alright, well, I don't know. Are we giving up?
I mean, I will probably just log off. If you want to keep playing that character, go for it.
Okay.
I would say.
Alright.
But I mean, right now we can't anyway, so.
Yeah, I'll try to fuck around with the other character. But alright. Okay, well, thanks for the video games. I'll talk to you later then.
Thank you.
Bye. I gotta say, okay, there's multiple things about the multiplayer. First of all, it's the beta. It's not going to be the optimal experience. Very clearly, even though the online, when you're able to log in, actually works pretty well. I haven't really experienced any desync or anything like that. But when there are other people in the zones, yeah, much of that has been happening. But it is beta, and so I do hope that much of that is gonna go away, like the long loading screens and whatnot, because it doesn't seem like multiple people can load at the same time. It like loads them one by one. So it's super early stages of something like that. So I wouldn't really worry about that in particular. As far as like the actual gameplay experience, in theory, it's really good, I think. Because when things are working, it's very smooth, it's very clean. Visually, so far, it works pretty well. And it does seem like there's a fair degree of synergy that you can really optimize between different classes and whatnot, which is the perfect system. And that's kind of what this game so far for me has excelled at. It's having the fundamentals there. They laid out the groundwork for things to work really well. And it's definitely noticeable in team play. I think trading will benefit it. I think the gifting system's kind of cool, where you can, you know, drop an item, and if your friend was in the game with you when that happened, you can give it to that friend, and NEEKO's pretty much fully geared me out. That's been really super fun, because, you know, every now and then I also find items for him, and that's a good feeling. It's pretty basic when it comes to multiplayer stuff, but in an ARPG, to me, it feels especially good. So I'm a little bit concerned for sure about maintaining that visual clarity that I mentioned earlier. Like, I have a lot of summons running around, and NEEKO's got some summons, and it's kind of... Visually, it can get a little bit hectic, especially when things still don't really look and sound and feel 100%. But I've never had, like, I say visual clarity, but there's never been a situation where I couldn't tell what was going on. It's just that there was a lot of clutter on the screen, right? Again, through the summons and all sorts of abilities and whatnot. But there never was a situation where, yeah, a boss was performing an attack and I couldn't see it the way that it happens in PoE, where certain effects overlap, entirely hiding, you know, very like deadly parts of the game, like ground effects and whatnot. That hasn't happened to me yet, but it might. So we'll see. I don't know what the endgame system is composed of, right? I assume that it's some form of just randomized content put into a map from like the previous stages of the game. And yeah, that's usually when things like that become really problematic. In games like Lost Ark, you could entirely hide effects of other people. I think PoE would really benefit from that very heavily. I think this game might even benefit from it more than PoE does, but we're gonna have to wait and see. Because PoE suffers from bloat, right? So it's got this overwhelming amount of shit that has been added over an extremely long amount of time, and all this shit has a theme to it. And sometimes, you know, it's all colors of the rainbow, and sometimes it's black on black on black on black on black on red on black. And you practically can't tell what's happening because all of the assets are randomized from previous parts of the game. So if that's the case in the end game, I kind of worry, but I haven't felt that while leveling, and honestly it was a pretty pleasant experience. I think the decision to make it so that monster life doesn't go up by 100% but only by 50, and then it continues to scale, is also the correct decision. I'm sure that you can like level up very quickly because of that, but it doesn't feel like you're hurting yourself by playing with a friend immediately, which is a big issue in Path of Exile. If you're 2 people, you will do significantly better if you're both running solo, and then when you've got a boss or whatever, you one player HP tag it, and like that's the extent of your group play if you want to be efficient or even for the game to feel good, because there's very little like synergetic things that you can do early on. In this game, it doesn't seem to be the case. There's a lot of synergy early on, The mobs are very much killable. You're never going to feel like, at least with 2 players, like you're hitting a mob and it's practically immortal unless your friends come over and kill it. I don't know, and I really don't know how the other systems work, but this this so far has made sense to me. I just wish that I got an opportunity to do more of it, you know, because yeah, it's just we're struggling. The game gained a little bit too much popularity a little bit too quickly, yeah.